When you consider that the plant is about 90% water, it's pretty obvious that watering is one of the most important jobs in the garden, and that the water requirements of the plant will change through the life cycle, starting from a seed, moving on to the seedling, and then as the plant matures and then develops fruit. Starting with seeds, the idea is to keep it moist rather than wetting it. So you're looking at 2 to 3 quick surface waters in summer and 1 in winter. There are exceptions to the rule, so the bigger seeds such as beans and peas, which have the ability to hold moisture in the seed, should be given a real good soaking when they're planted and generally left until they germinate. When the seed develops and germinates into a seedling, you need to keep up the surface watering as they have only a small root structure, so plenty of surface watering each day in summer and probably watering once every 2 days in winter. In the seedling stage, drip irrigation systems are probably still not going to do the job you need to. Because of the spacing in the drip system, you'll find that the drips will miss where a lot of your seedlings are, so surface watering is essential. As the plant develops, you want to cut down the frequency of the watering, but give them longer, deeper soakings to let the roots chase the water, which will develop a stronger plant. In the case of mature plants, drip systems prove invaluable, and what you want to look to do is set the drip system to maybe 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week to really saturate the soil and encourage the plants to chase that moisture. With more shallow-rooted varieties like leafy greens and some of the root vegetables such as beetroot, radish and carrots, surface watering is still required. Now when your plant starts to develop fruit, the watering will be elevated once again. You want to provide more moisture so that the plant can draw it up and really swell the fruit and produce something that's juicy and sweet. Now when you're watering, get into regular practices. Water at the same time of the day, generally in the morning, to give the plant the chance to draw it up through the day, and get it at regular intervals. What you don't want to do is stress out the plant by giving it a lot of water at one stage, coming back a little bit later, and then giving it again. Once you've given the plants their water, lock it in with a good 5 to 10 centimetre layer of mulch, which will keep the plants happy through their life cycle.